Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, we had a pretty wild ride overnight in prices. Prices did start higher in the beans, corn, and wheat. There is some concern that over the weekend, parts of northern Brazil and parts of Argentina missed some of the rains, or the amounts and coverage were lighter than what some people thought on Friday. Abruptly, prices dropped sharply after there was news that in the UK, a new mutant strain of the virus had been detected. There was a major lockdown in the UK and travel restrictions from Europe and most countries except US in and out of the UK. And so prices dropped pretty sharply, and now they're trying to recover. You can say the same about the US stock market, crude oil, and a rally in the dollar. Stock market was down sharply, crude down sharply, dollar up sharply. Now they're trying to recover a little bit from the onslaught of trade and volatility. Beans right now, March beans up a penny at 12.25. The range was 12.17 to 12.36. Corn's down 3 cents at 4.34 in the March. The range was 4.30 to 4.40. And Chicago March wheat's down 7 cents at $6. The range was 5.97 to 6.15. So as far as the major news overnight, again, the weather in South America, we're trying to figure out if we go into more of a La Nina type pattern, which would bring showers to central and north Brazil, but keep southern Brazil and most of Argentina drier than normal. We also note that in the U.S. South Plains, the 90-day NOAA forecast called for above normal temps and below normal precip. And we'll be watching temperatures in the Black Sea getting cold with not a lot of snow cover. But long range, we're looking at maybe today or this week a peak in La Nina, and that it slowly goes down in intensity, and that might actually bring some shower activity later in the month of, say, February to the southern plains, and could actually give us some rain in March in the Midwest to help for planting. It also could maybe improve some of the late season crops in Argentina and southern Brazil, but there may have already been some damage done. Again, when we look at the S&Ds, not sure when the USDA will pick up on it, but some people have corn exports up 150 million bushels, which would bring the carryout to 1450. And the beans could increase the crush and exports a total of 150 million bushels, which would bring the carryout down to only 25. So I think most of the bulls would say this break in prices overnight probably would be something that you would look from the long side rather than the short side. Down the road, again, we'll see what happens as far as 2021 weather is concerned, but I think the markets also need to show a little bit higher premium to try to get farmers here in the U.S. to plant more acres than some of the private estimates are suggesting at this point. So again, a negative reaction to a new mutant strain of the virus in UK had markets sharply lower in the stocks and crude, sharply higher in the dollar. It weighed on the rally that we had overnight, the grains, but things are trying to come back a little bit. There were some experts on some of the business channels this morning saying that this new strain should not affect the impact or successful impact of the vaccines. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day, and remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.